Hi, welcome to another edition of News with the Loon. I am the Loon, and today's date is August 10th, 2025, and we're going to talk about some national news today. Okay, what we're going to take a look at right now is the retirement of DC's National Guard's commanding general, who retired yesterday, August 9th, where he had his retirement ceremony. About going down here because he did leave a quote saying he believes this is General U.S. Army Major General John C. Andoni, commanding general interim of the District Columbia National Guard. He says, I quote, "I believe the role of the National Guard is more relevant now more than ever. Modern citizen soldiers and airmen must be agile and flexible, as demonstrated by our Guard members responding to missions both at home and abroad. Brigadier General Bacard is the right leader at the right point in our history to assume command of this general organization, who will be his interim commanding general of the National Guard in the DC area." Okay. Next in our news is actually something I did report on, and I said I was going to keep an eye on moving forward. So we're looking at a hurricane update. Right now, it is just a disturbance in the Atlantic. It is likely to gain strength this coming week. It is called Invest 97. I did report on this as it developed last week. So it is becoming something to keep a closer eye on right now. It does not know where, we do not know where it's going to land, but it is a good distance from the Caribbean as well as the United States. We don't know where it will land, if it lands in the United States. So right now, the next name of the hurricane is going to be Erin, Erin. And we're going to see how this storm develops. I said I was going to keep an eye on this, and I am keeping a close eye on this. Yesterday night, we had a welcome home to 4 astronauts that were in space. They returned back on Earth yesterday afternoon after being up in the International Space Station for 5 months. Welcome back. Luckily, it wasn't a scare like last time, and they were able to come home safely. Okay. On not so good news on the national news, last night, this has been all over social media. Heavy rainfall caused flash flooding in Milwaukee. This was not expected. This is not what they they thought was going to happen. They canceled the Wisconsin State Fair due to the flash flooding. So there will be no, if you happen to, for that reason. It's canceled due to the flash floods. Firefighters are responding to over 600 calls, which include gas leaks, electrical outages, and water rescues. Okay. The best advice is to stay indoors. According to this, one person in eastern Nebraska passed away after a tree fell on them due to the high winds due to this storm system. So we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what this news report has to report for us. Give me a moment to set this up.
Hey, I'm Micah Johnson. Here are some top headlines we're watching at this hour. More than 25 million Americans are on alert for dangerous heat. The western half of the country experiencing triple-digit temperatures, while severe storms sweep across the Midwest. Residents there are waking up to flooded streets following a round of heavy rainfall. Now, there are currently at least 44,000 customers without power in Wisconsin. And in Nebraska, a woman was killed and a man suffered life-threatening injuries after a tree fell on a car at a state park in Warren Waterloo. The tree had toppled as the storm brought gusts higher than 80 miles per hour to the area. Now to Russia's war in Ukraine, the White House not ruling out that Ukrainian President Zelensky.
And that's it for that side of the story. And as usual, I always like to leave you off with a happy-go-lucky story. This particular one is actually when the photographer becomes part of the image. It's cute, and I think it's a good way to kick off your week and enjoy some fun. Until Tuesday, when I will return with the daily news, you have a beautiful week. Mwah.